All right, hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Z Talks. Today we're on to episode 10, which firstly, I want to thank anyone watching live or after the fact just so much for your support over the last 9 weeks, because the first ever episode was over a year ago with Richard G Reviews. And then since then, I took on the idea of Z Talks and made this as a weekly live stream. So I want to thank everyone for just the support firstly, and just so much for the kind words, whether you pop in, whether you watch these streams and just let them play through, or whether you interact with the whole stream. I just want to thank you all so much. And yeah, this is the 10th episode. Every kind of like 10 episodes, I'm going to see if I can do maybe like just like a solo stream where you guys can just ask me like anything and everything. I have got a couple of questions prepped for the stream from my Patreons, but also when a couple more people join, there is going to be a giveaway also, and I'm going to have 2 winners. So I will explain all the rules and stuff like that. But again, I just want to welcome everyone to this Thursday night live stream. You might be thinking, Mike, bit of a different background today. What's going on? Well, essentially at my house, my internet's been off since 1 p.m. today. Yes, I'm actually over at my parents' house. And if you're an OG to the channel, you'll recognize this Batman background as like my actual bedroom. So yeah, that's why I'm in a different location today. Hopefully the audio is okay. Anyone who's watching live, please let me know in the live chat at the moment if the audio sounds good. Hopefully it does. I kind of did test it out before this, but yeah, if you can just let me know, that would be awesome. And yeah, for my Patreon, I've got a couple of questions prepped, and we will go over the giveaway as well. But again, I just want to welcome everyone to the stream. Thank you so much if you tuned in live or after the fact. And how's everyone doing? How's your week going so far? What's been your highlight of the week so far? Leave that in the chat and any questions that you have, and I will certainly get to them for sure. So anyway, yeah. Starting things off before we go into the giveaway very shortly, I have 2 questions from my Patreon. One is from Adam at What the Gym. Please go subscribe to his channel, such an awesome guy. And I've also got one from Elliot from IMO Reviews, who you guys have seen on these streams before. So the first question is from Elliot, and he asks, what made you want to start a YouTube channel? So I think I might have answered this in my 1,000 subscribers special, but I am happy to answer that again. So essentially, I would say around 2017-18 time, I started a new job at the time. I'm not going to mention companies just for like kind of like sakes of things, you know. Not a bad company or anything like that, but I'm just not going to mention it. But yeah, anyway, I started this new company. And while I was there training with like a new guy, he was like, have you heard of Chris Stuckman? And I was like, no, because at that point I didn't really watch YouTube. So I watched him. I really enjoyed his movie reviews. And there was some reviews I didn't agree on with his opinion. So when I didn't agree on with the opinion, I was like, well, actually, you know, I go see quite a lot of movies. I have a cinema pass for Cineworld cinemas. So when I have that Cineworld pass, I literally one year went to see 165 movies at the cinema. So when I have a lot of movie knowledge like that, and I see a lot of movies, especially more modern movies, I wanted to get my opinion out there. So that's what made me really want to start my YouTube channel. Is if anyone is interested in my opinion, awesome. If they aren't, then that's fair enough. At the end of the day, there's so many people on this platform where you can't listen to everyone's opinion, of course. But anyone who does enjoy my reviews, thank you so much. But yeah, I just want to get my voice out there and just kind of just tell it as it is in a review, and just give like a simple, straightforward review. No kind of big fancy explanations, just basically positives, negatives, overall score, and then kind of, you know, see you're off home and you're gone as such. And obviously, of course, just end the video. So yeah, that's what made me want to start a YouTube channel. I've got a couple of comments already, so I will go into the Patreon question next. But Jacob Martin says, what's up, Mike? So, hey, Jacob, hope you're doing well. I've collaborated with Jacob several times throughout the years. So, yeah, man, hope you're doing well. You did also ask a question, which I'll get to in a moment. We've also got Ruddy saying that he's seeing Elvis tomorrow. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy Elvis. I thought the movie was good. I had some negatives for sure. But, yeah, I enjoyed the movie overall. And I think, like, as a biopic, it's pretty solid. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on that. If you are back next week, please let me know your thoughts on Elvis. Sophie Stretcher Revival, who was on the stream last week. So, hey, Sophie, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, don't worry about internet issues. At the end of the day, like, that's why I'm in this I'm actually at my parents' house right now because my internet's been down since 1 p.m. today. So, yeah, definitely know how you feel. So I hope you're doing good. We've also got Gareth from Video Tasty saying, hey, Mike and Sophie. Yeah, hey, Gareth, hope you're doing well. You can go over to Video Tasty channel, and I did Back to the Future Trilogy watch parties with him. Awesome guys. So thank you for tuning in. And Pete from Playtendo. Hey, Pete, how's it going? Yeah, man, always love your Wednesday night live streams. Pete's an awesome guy as well. So please go subscribe to his channel and go show him some love. Ryan says Nike is the bomb. Yeah, oh yeah, my t-shirt. I was reading it. I was like, where's Nike come from? Yeah, they absolutely are, man. Yeah, I love wrapping their like gym t-shirts and stuff like that. And yeah, Ryan, thank you so much for tuning into the review so far. And I hope you're doing well, my friend. I've got Lego M Studios saying hello there. So hey, Lego M Studios, how you doing? And yeah, Hez says, hey, where are you? So yeah, as I say, anyone just tuning in live right now. So I'm actually at my parents' in my old bedroom, because at my own house, the internet's been down since 1 p.m. It hasn't been back on. So I didn't want to miss this stream. And of course, it kind of gives me a bit retro feel. So if you're an OG to the channel, you'll recognize this background. So anyway, I hope you're doing well. We've also got Jimmy Lee from In the Front Row says, so glad I could make it. Internet is still not fixed. Do you have any goals for your channel for the year? You're the best. Well, Jimmy Lee, thank you so much for that kind comment. You're the best. And Jimmy Lee's also got a live stream in about an hour and a half's time. So please go give her some love. She's going to be ranking all the Stranger Things characters. For me, Will Byers is definitely bottom of the list. But yeah, definitely head over to there. And we've also got, let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look. And just basically blocking out any kind of spam or anything like that. We don't want to see that here. But yeah, so I've got a couple of questions in the chat, and I'm going to get to your questions. But as promised, anyone who's on Patreon, I am reading their questions first. So the first question also, so I answered Ellie's is what made me want to start YouTube. And then Adam from What the Gym says, what are my favorite videos I've made so far on my YouTube? I have a few. And sometimes I have to like really look over and over and over it till I kind of see which ones that is my favorite. One of my favorites though is recently for my 1,000 subscriber special, a milestone that I didn't think I ever achieved, being honest with you, but I'm so glad I did. And so thankful for anyone that has subscribed to me as of this right now. But yeah, I just wanted to say that some of my favorite videos is my 1,000 subscribers special, where I did the Q&A, but also the one chip challenge. Yeah, that was certainly a story. But yeah, the one chip challenge is awesome. I also love doing like the back to the fans. Like, don't get me wrong, I like every video that I do, but some of them challenge me more than others. So for example, like the one chip challenge, or when I did like why YouTubers love Back to the Future Part 1 and 2, getting collaboration from like 14 different people and making that into a big project. Like that takes some doing. So yeah, definitely some of my favorite ones for sure. So we've got a couple of questions. I'm just going to fire those off. And we've got Jacob Martin saying, what are your best and worst movies of the year so far? So anyone watching, please feel free to chip in, and I'd love to hear what your best and worst ones are. And the best in terms of like top 5, and this is in no particular order. I've got Top Gun Maverick, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Batman, The Black Phone also. And I would also say, let me have a think. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, I would say, some of my best ones. And worst ones, Moonfall. That's going to be very high on my list, like near number 1. Moonfall, it was awful. There was also one called Reed's Point, like early kind of like indie screener, not very good. Yeah, that definitely ones to like top of my mind, but yeah, those ones have been some stinkers. Sophie says, well, thank you for the question, Jacob. Sophie says, I watched the Buddy Holly story last night. Gary Busey was incredible. Yeah, I've heard about that movie quite a few times, and quite several times, being honest with you. But I've never actually seen the Buddy Holly story. So Gary Busey is a good actor. So yeah, you got me intrigued. Did you get on physical media, or did you check it out on like digital, let me know and I'll certainly have a look at it. And then Jamie says here, yeah, do you have any goals for your channel for the year? So yeah, I would say in terms of goals, it's just continue to put out the content that I've been doing as long as people enjoy them. I'm also going to be starting a series very, very shortly where I am going to be showing every cinema ticket that I've collected, but going from the years. So starting from like 2004 or 5, going up to 2022. Of course, that episode will come in December 31st of January 1st. But yeah, that is the goal that I've got for the year. And also just, keep doing these weekly live streams. I love doing them and I just love talking to you guys. So that is kind of my goals. Maybe a little bit cheesy, but yeah, those are certainly my goals for the year. And Gareth says, favorite movie with Ninja in the title that isn't a Turtles movie. Okay, you've got me a bit stumped actually. Favorite movie with a ninja in the title. I know, like as a kid, like Three Ninjas. I mean, I don't know how that holds up. Probably doesn't hold up very well now. But yeah, I'm gonna go Three Ninjas just for the sake of it right now. I actually watched one not long ago that was actually pretty good. Batman Ninja. That was actually really good. So I'm actually going to go with Batman Ninja. Thank you for the question, Gareth. If you've got any other movies with Ninja in the title, let me know and I'll certainly comment on those. Roy says, comment to see 4 next. Fall of Thunder thing comes up next Wednesday or Thursday for us here in the UK. I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm hoping it's good. That's all I'm asking for. Just a good movie, just a fun time. I'm sure with Taika Waititi directing with what he did with Ragnarok, I'm sure it'll be fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoy Foreman when you get to see it. Yeah, Gareth, definitely some trolls following us in here tonight. Let's hope that they don't stick around. Lego M Studio says, I may watch 4 next week, but I don't know because I keep seeing TV spots and click on Instagram and YouTube. It's ruined the movie for me. I feel like the TV spots are kind of stupid. Yeah, 100% agree with you. I don't know why movies can't just release a trailer and then that's it. And then all these TV spots, because I've seen a lot of them going around about for Love and Thunder. I've avoided all of them, thankfully. But I've seen obviously like the thumbnail picture. But yeah, I just don't want to watch any of them because I don't want to see any of the movie until I actually see it next week. And I just think that it does spoil the movie. And I know like the Batman was really bad for that, or like Spider-Man No Way Home and stuff like that. And I just don't get why like movie studios do stuff like that. But it's just utterly stupid. It's really, really stupid. And D Movie Talent Man says, hey D, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. I says the only thing better than Born the Strike is hanging out with our main man Mike. Feel free to not cringe at all, man. Honestly, really, really appreciate the kind words. And loving the background. Yeah, man, I say I'm at my parents' house at the moment. So that's why I've got this kind of funky background. But yeah, thank you so much, D, for tuning in. I'd love to see you, my friend. And yeah, hope you're doing well. So it says I picked it up on eBay for a couple of pounds. Buddy Holly story. Awesome. And when you picked it up on eBay, was that the DVD or the Blu-ray? Because I'm trying to collect Blu-rays at the moment. So if it's on Blu-rays for that price, I'll certainly pick it up. But it sounds like you had a blast with it. So I'm intrigued. So yeah, let me know. I'm going to read a couple more comments and I'm going to tell you about the giveaway. So that is coming, don't worry. Lego M Studio says, for me, the worst movie of 2022 is Turning Red. The movie was awful. The character models, the voice acting, everything of the movie was awful. Well, yeah, sounds like you don't like the movie, which is fair. But no, I mean, for me, I've never seen Turning Red, so I can't comment and tell you if it's like a bad movie or not. I've heard it's got like mixed reviews and it's kind of touching on like a different subject and stuff. I'm intrigued to watch it for sure. I've heard a lot of people don't like it, and on the other side, I've heard people like it. I mean, I guess like, it's kind of like any movie, people like it or not. But I know Turning Red kind of got like a stick for it. But I'm a fan of Pixar movies, so I'm definitely going to check it out. But I'll certainly take your advice, Lego M Studios, and I'll decide if it's bad or not. But yeah, you've got me intrigued on that one for sure. Let's have a look. D-Movie Man says, what's a movie opinion you had ended up getting a lot of unexpected blowback? So, yeah, for me, in terms of that, is a movie called Eaten by Lions. Eaten by Lions, I think it's called, or Down with the Lions, something like that. It was a British movie around maybe 2015, 16 time. I saw the movie by myself. I didn't like the movie. I did a review on it, and this was very early on in the channel, so I actually deleted the review because of the hate at that time. I was very early into my journey, but yeah, I released a review, and like literally within 5 minutes, had like 5 or 6 hate comments and dislikes, and I was like, where's this come from? I was expressing my opinion, but yeah, that kind of certainly got me to it. So yeah, thank you for the question, Dave. So yeah, Eaten by Lions, I like say Down with the Lions, something like that. It's a British movie anyway. That's the one. And Sophie says, I've sent you a link on Instagram, Mike, for the copy of Buddy Holly. Yeah, thank you so much, Soph. I will check that out. When I've got this on, I've got my phone on like Do Not Disturb and stuff. But yeah, I'll certainly check that out. So thank you for sending the link. You've certainly got me intrigued, and I don't know anything about Buddy Holly, so definitely going to be checking out for that. And Trav says, yo, so hey, Trav, what's going on? Hope you're doing well, man. So yeah, I've got more comments and I'm going to answer all of them. Don't you worry, guys. But I want to tell you about the giveaway for anyone who's watching live or after the fact right now. So all you have to do is 3 things. Literally so simple. The first one is give this live stream a thumbs up. So like the live stream. Easy done. The second one is subscribe to the channel. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, just press the red button. And then the third one is on the comment section of the video, so not the live chat, but the actual comment section, just type the word groundhog and you'll be entered. That's all you got to do. So like the live stream, subscribe to the channel, and comment the word groundhog in the general comment section. Live chat doesn't count, the comment section. And basically, I'm going to be choosing 2 winners, and I've got 10 digital codes to give away. Now, just a heads up, a lot of these are brand new, but some of them are used because of the Building the Physical Media collection, but I haven't used them. So I don't know if they're used or they've been unused, but I want to give you that heads up just in case you're like, well, Mike, I won this competition, but the code's used. That's not my fault. Again, it's from the Building the Physical Media collection, and I'm hoping that they aren't used. So the movies that you can win. So again, I'm going to be picking 2 winners, and I'll announce it on the stream next week. So the movies that you can get digital codes for is Groundhog Day, which is brand new because I bought this on 4K. The Lego Movie, Jurassic World, the In-Betweeners movie. Sorry, I didn't mean to show the code there. 2016 Ghostbusters, Bad Neighbors, Dirty Grandpa, Kick-Ass 2. Let me show this without showing the code, of course, because that would be pointless. The Pirates and Sucker Punch. So those are the 10 titles. So feel free to pause this and go over them or rewind, whatever you need to do. So those are the 10 titles. So basically how this works, and I'm giving 5 codes to the 2 winners, is whoever wins and whoever's name is picked first, they will get to choose the first 2 codes, and then the other 3 will be given at random, and then whoever comes second will get to pick 2, and the other 3 will be given at random. So I will inbox you on Instagram or Facebook, or I will reach out to you or find a way to reach out to you. So yeah, again, just the 10 digital download codes, all for some awesome movies. I would say at least 7 of them are brand new, and 3 of them have come from the Building the Physical Media collection. So they may have been used. I'm not sure if they have. We'll sort to me, don't worry. But anyway, that is the giveaway. So I want to give away some digital codes because I want to give back to you guys just as a thank you, and generally just a thank you for your support. I really, really, really do appreciate it. And I was thinking about maybe like a gift card and stuff like that. But of course, people watch this is from like America or from the UK or from different countries. So that would be a little bit awkward. But digital codes, I think, are like universal. So anyway, that is the giveaway of 10 digital download codes. There's going to be 2 winners. Again, all you have to do is like this live stream, subscribe to the channel, and type the word groundhog in the comment section of the video. Not the live chat, the comment section. That's all you got to do. And let's get back to the questions. So yeah, good luck to everyone, and the winners will be announced next week. We've got Lewis Berry, sorry, I think it's Lewis. Says, I hope to see Henry Cavill as Hercules and Gamora in Thor, and Loki, Hulk, Deadpool, and post-credit scene. Yeah, especially with Marvel, like nowadays, they're definitely teasing like post-credit scenes. They're teasing kind of like multiple cameos and stuff, and they're all bring them all together. Now, I don't know about Henry Cavill, but the other ones could be possible, especially with Deadpool 3, like in the works. So that would be very interesting, by the way. So that is a very cool one, by the way. So thank you for the kind of suggestion and comment. Really Appreciate it. Pete from Playtender Guy says, those Batman Steelbook box set, Mike, you got was super cool. Yeah, man. Well, thank you for checking out those unboxings. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I recently bought the Dark Knight trilogy in 4K, but all separate, like Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, like all special edition 4K box sets. So they're all on the channel. Yeah, you know, I know they have like the Dark Knight trilogy on 4K by itself, but for me, like the box set looks cool, but I would rather have like collector's editions, especially as they're going to be going in my collection and in the future. I want to have like a full on like shelf, like maybe like a glass cabinet with like all my physical media collection in. And when I go and watch the movie, I want to have like the collector's edition for me personally. So that's why I got like the collector's edition of the Batman that came out this year. But yeah, Pete, thank you so much for checking out those videos. I really, really appreciate it. Pete also asks, any new releases you're after on Blu-ray? Definitely the Black Phone. When that comes out, I'll be getting that on 4K or Blu-ray, whatever maximum quality that it printed out on. So definitely the Black Phone. As for anything else, I would say Top Gun Maverick. Like some of my favorite movies of this year, like Everything Everywhere All at Once as well, I think would look incredible on Blu-ray. So those ones at the moment. But one I am extremely after, but I'm waiting a little bit till it goes down in price, or try get the Steelbook if I can, is one of my favorite movies. I think I ranked it number 2 last year, which I would still stick by that. Cruella. I really loved Cruella last year, and I really want to own that. I think cheapest I've seen like 4K is like £10, which isn't bad or anything, but I would like to try get it a little bit cheaper, or at least try pay that or a little bit more and get like the Steelbook. So yeah, man, that's what I'm after at the moment. So thank you for the question. Really, really appreciate it. I said, what games have you been playing? I've been playing loads of PS3 games thanks to the new PS Plus service. Yeah, so Pete, let me know in the comment section what the PS Plus service has been like. If you're on like the basic, or if you're on like the extra, or like the premium, whatever it's called, the £100 one. Let me know. I'll be really, really interested in that actually, because I'm on just the bog standard membership. In terms of games I've been playing, Yakuza 0. I'm still working through like the side missions and stuff like that, but instead of like the actual storyline, I'm too busy like with like real estate at the moment. Really like delved into that kind of like just mini game kind of thing. So yeah, I've just been in Yakuza 0, and I actually played a little bit of SpongeBob Bikini Bottom hydrated or rehydrated last night. It was like a PS4's on like PS Plus for free last month or the month before. So I've just been playing that at the moment. Nothing too exciting. I've got like a backload of like PS5 and PS4 and PS3 games actually to play, but I'm so busy on Yakuza, I don't want to give it up until I've completed it. But we'll wait and see. But Sophie says, just to Pete to say, I recommend you playing Outsiders. Comes with a really nice slip. Yeah, I've never actually heard of the Outsiders, but yeah, you've got me intrigued, Sophie. D says, pretty solid selection. What's your favourite and least favourite of the bunch, and why? Now, D, very quickly, if I answer this question, are you talking about my favourite movies of the years, or are you talking about the digital download codes? Let me know, because I'm not sure which question this solidifies for, but I will go back to your question, don't worry. Lego MD says, randomly decided to switch channels, I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, if you stay tuned to the live stream, that's awesome. Really, really appreciate it. And again, anyone tuning in live, please just leave any comments or any questions that you have, and I'll certainly get to them. Thank you for tuning in, Lego News. And D says, just on another comment, considering your Tiramisu McFlurry experience, name a new treat, past or present, you were really excited for, and it was an A+ experience for you, as well as one being a complete letdown. Nice question. I actually really like this. So yeah, Tiramisu McFlurry, by the way, I've had another 3 times since that original trying out. Beautiful. Really, really hits the spot. One the other day, actually, so I was actually at McDonald's the other day, and I was with my partner, and she asked me if I wanted to try mozzarella dippers, and I was like, okay. And I remember having them a while ago when they released them. I don't know what they've done differently this time, but wow, that was pretty much like an A experience for sure. I don't know A+, but I would say A. Also, I'm a sucker for ice cream. I've got like a really sweet tooth, so once I start on like a sweet food, it's all go from there. So yeah, I would say like a Bounty. I don't know if you guys have Bounty in America. I don't think you do, but a Bounty McFlurry, I'm a sucker for. In terms of like a food that I've been let down by, oh, that's a good one. I would say I'm stumped actually. It's probably one comes to mind. I guess like is it like called a Coke float, like a Coca-Cola float, or like a vanilla float, or whatever it's called, like where they put the ice cream in the Coca-Cola. It's okay, but it had far too much hype than what they made it out to be. So yeah, that's the kind of treat past and present I would say. In terms of Dee's question before about pretty solid selection, what's your favorite and least out of the favorite and why? And he's talking about digital download codes. So yeah, so let's have a look. So I'm going to talk about movies I've seen and not seen. So let me just flick through them very quickly, because some of them I've actually not seen. Right. So to answer the question, D, I've never seen The Pirates and I've never seen Sucker Punch. I've heard a lot about Sucker Punch, so I'm not going to answer those two. But in terms of the other ones, so least favorites, okay. I would say least favorite 2016 Ghostbusters. Although I did get the extended version, so I'm intrigued if the extended version makes this movie better. I just wish it did more with it and did more originality than just copied the first movie. And ultimately, I think that's one of the big reasons why it failed. The original cast were also wasted as well, so that's definitely one of the least favorites. One of the favorites, I would say, actually, the In-Betweeners movie. So the In-Betweeners is like a British sitcom, ran for like 2 or 3 seasons. Awesome series, and the first movie is awesome. So I really, really like that one. Jurassic World, definitely the best one out of the 3 of like the newer movies. But I would say like not one I'm excited to revisit. Lego Movie, I actually checked out when I originally worked for the Lego store. So if you want to hear like a Lego store tale, let me know. I'll certainly do that. But yeah, Lego Movie is a pretty fun movie from what I remember. I've seen it a couple of times. Definitely excited to revisit it. Groundhog Day, I've only seen the once. I enjoyed the movie. Bill Murray is awesome at it. I know it's like one of his earlier roles, but Groundhog Day is certainly a fun time. I haven't seen it in a long while. Kick-Ass 2, I remember it's not as good as the first one. Only seen it once, so I don't know how this film holds up. I'm excited to see it, so I can't comment too much. Same for Dirty Grandpa. I remember being like just a stupid comedy. I remember enjoying it when I first saw it, but I've never seen it since. So I'm excited to see like how it holds up. And same for Bad Neighbours. I think I've only ever seen once, but I don't know how it holds up nowadays. But I'm a huge fan of Zac Efron. So yeah, excited to see. But thank you for the question, D. So I hope that answered it to an extent. But I can't really tell you like favorites or anything because I've only seen some movies like once. So I'd have to revisit them. But thank you for the question. Let's have a look. So, sorry, need to take a drink. So, Sophie says, what has been the best and worst things about being on YouTube? For me, the best thing is meeting my other half and making friends, and the worst is the troll. Well, firstly, I just want to say, for anyone who doesn't know, Sophie, met her partner, Jason, via YouTube, which is so awesome that you can have a connection with someone on YouTube who maybe you haven't met. And then, let alone like a friendship or like a relationship. That's truly incredible. So I always love hearing that story. And yeah, so what I would say in terms of like the best things of being on YouTube is I've made so many connections in it, but also friends, like for example, like yourself, Sophie, everyone who's commented right now, like D Movie Man, Lego M News, yourself, Sophie, Pete from Playtendo Guy, Jacob Martin, Lego M News, for example, is a channel I came across not too long ago. But also like Josh from Classic Reviews, Anthony Perez, Rashad G, Black Tastic Media, Interpreting the Stars, Tyler Babb, Jamie from In the Front Row. I could literally list on and on and on and on and on. So sorry if I didn't mention you. Justin Lomas is another one. I just like meeting so many people have really been like help build my confidence. Like over the last 4 years, I've been doing YouTube and like doing the collaborations. Because being honest with you, my first year on YouTube, I was a little bit lost. Like I didn't have any connections. I didn't like have anyone I talked to. I put videos out when I kind of felt like putting a video out. So you'd get maybe an upload once a month or so. Like it wasn't very often, being honest with you. So that's definitely one of the best parts about collaboration. I actually become best friends with some people, and I'm going to be meeting Anthony Perez for the first time ever in September when I go to Florida. So like something like that's just truly incredible. The worst part about YouTube, definitely the trolls, for sure. Like it's just, don't get me wrong. Like if someone doesn't like me, that's fine. I can appreciate if someone doesn't like me whatsoever. But at least do it in a constructive manner. Like, for example, like if you're going to comment on my review and you didn't like my opinion, you can just say, look, I don't agree with your opinion and this is why. But like when they just full out attack you for like no reason, don't see the point of it. Like, at the end of the day, I know it's just like people just trying to make it for fun, or that's their way of having fun. But for me, that's just sadness for me on their part. So yeah, that's why. Somebody says I can no longer have the tiramisu mix for you, as it seems me and coffee do not mix. Yeah, I would definitely say, like, if you got like an intolerance or something like that, definitely not. But I'm glad you got to try them. I do remember that you said you enjoyed it, so that is awesome. At least you got to experience it. For Lego News, he says, for me, anytime YouTube studios just hate my videos. Anytime I upload a video, it's 6 to 10 hours, and no matter how good my internet is, it takes forever. My videos keep getting copyrighted. So yeah, I would say definitely like copyright can be a bit of a bummer also. Like that's certainly something that can really get you like demotivized. Sorry, I've said that right. Yeah, especially when you put in like hours and hours and hours of work and editing to get copyrighted is a pain. Yeah, sometimes it is like the internet, being honest with you, because before I got my internet switch, my videos would take like 6 to 10 hours. Now it might take like an hour tops. So it all just depends on like internet connections as well. But YouTube Studios definitely flawed. It definitely has been better since I started YouTube. But yeah, definitely needs some improvements, my man. So honestly, hope you're doing good. And yeah, despite all that, you're still putting out solid content. So please keep at it. And yeah, Josh says, hey Mike, how are you? So hey, Josh at Classic Reviews. Hope you're doing good, man. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I say hope you're doing good. And thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Really, really appreciate it, man. So thank you so much. Somebody says, thank you, Mike. Been together 9 months next month. That's awesome. I mean, so far, like so close to a year as well. Like that's truly incredible. So yeah, so be so happy for you. So glad that you met someone from YouTube. Also, that's just like truly incredible. And yeah, just all my best goes to you and Jason. You guys are awesome. And of course, Sophie and Josh having a bit of a chat there in the chat. So yeah, again, anyone who's watching live right now, please feel free to leave any chats, any comments, any questions you have. I'll certainly answer them. And again, if anyone has missed it, I am giving away 10 digital download codes of different movies. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is, again, like this video. In the comment section of the actual video, just type the word groundhog to be entered, not in the live chat, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So that's all you got to do. Dead easy. So yeah, also while I'm here, what I wanted to talk about is, again, I want to ask you guys, how are you? How's your week going? How's things going? But I also just want to talk a little bit about what you're going to expect to see on the channel very, very shortly. So yeah, for anyone who is interested on Did You See That very, very shortly, you're going to see quite a few things. The first one is, I've been collecting cinema tickets since around, I think, maybe 2004 is the earliest I've got up until present date. I am going to be starting a series on my channel where I'm going to be talking about the cinema tickets that I've got from that year, and maybe like my favorite movie from that year of the cinema tickets that I've got, or maybe just give you a story about some of the experiences also that I've had when I went to see the movies, whether it was like a date I'd been on, whether it was like with family, whether it was like a solo trip, the like a story behind it. Of course, I will let you know. So that series is coming to the channel very shortly. I've also got another 3 to 4 episodes of the Building the Physical Media Collection videos coming also very, very shortly. Yeah, I've also got that coming very shortly. And I've also got where I'm going to be just reviewing like the new movies coming out, like so for Love and Thunder, you're going to see a review coming on for. And also, in the middle of July, I'm going to a Comic-Con in Southampton, which is Back to the Future themed. So you're going to see a vlog of Southampton Comic-Con. And then in London, I'm also going to be doing some like taking a trip to the M&M store. So you're going to see like an M&M store vlog, like the Disney store vlog. You're going to be seeing that also. And yeah, I've just got so much stuff coming to the channel. The Michael J. Fox filmography is still carrying on. The next movie is going to be Doc Hollywood. For anyone who doesn't know, I dropped my review for The Hardware just recently as well. So I've got quite a few videos coming very, very shortly. And if you've got any suggestions yourself on videos you'd like to see me do on my channel, let me know. and I'll certainly do them. I know there's been suggestions for like trying spicy food, trying more of them, or more food reviews. So that is coming very, very shortly as well. So I've got a couple more comments since then. So Josh says, watching Red Rocket tonight. Have you seen it? I haven't. No. Is that the A24 comedy movie? If it is, I think it got like a very small release here in the UK, then it went off. If I'm wrong, Josh, please let me know, because I'm not too sure I've heard of Red Rocket, but let me know. Pete from Playtendo says, what's your favorite Stallone movie? Yeah, so I've never actually seen a lot of Stallone movies. I've recently watched all the Rambo movies, and I've recently seen all the Rocky movies. I think they're the only kind of Stallone ones I've seen, and the Expendables. So for me, I would say either Rocky 1 and 2 or the first Rambo movie. But I'm going to go probably the first Rocky movie, just because it was an awesome, awesome movie. So grounded, and I know that was like his big break. And you can really tell in that movie, he was like so passionate about it, even though the studio wanted to give it to someone else. But yeah, I would say the first Rocky movie. But thank you for the question, Pete. Awesome question, my man. Lego M News says, I may be a teen, but I enjoy R-rated comedies. Please don't judge me. Yeah, no judgments here from me whatsoever. At the end of the day, I think, especially when we are teens or young kids, we've all watched like R-rated movies or like horror, comedies, dramas, whatever the case should be. So I know when I was a kid, I was watching horror movies and like the wrestling, like the WWF at the time. So yeah, definitely no judgments for me. Like our news, we all like our own thing, so it's cool. Don't worry. Josh says, my week has been great. Made a video on Doctor Strange, which I'm proud of and been working on. Yeah, certainly going to be checking that out, Josh, very, very shortly when my aunt is actually working at home and I can catch up on some YouTube videos. But yeah, I'm glad that you produced Doctor Strange, which you're proud of. There's no kind of better feeling than when you make a video and you're proud of that video also. So yeah, man, awesome to hear, and I'm excited to check that out. So yeah, really excited to check that out. Sophie says, I suggested to Jason for us to do the Strange Things experience for our year anniversary. Yeah, I've heard that's coming to London. I think that would be incredible. Also, I know in the summer there's a company called Secret Cinema, for if you're not aware of them, here in the UK, and they're actually doing like a live Guardians of the Galaxy experience also for if you like Marvel. So that could be another shout for you, Sophie. But yeah, the Strange Things experience, especially with the new season and like the last part of the new season coming tomorrow, I really don't blame you. So if you do that, please drop me a comment and let me know what you think of it, because I'm intrigued in it, to be honest with you. But I just haven't got tickets for it. Adam, hey Adam, how you doing, my man? Hope you're doing well. He says, good evening, Mike. Hope you're doing well. Fingers crossed you get your internet sorted soon. Yeah, buddy, I hope so too. It's been a right pain, not gonna lie. But yeah, I hope so too. And also, Adam is a Patreon, and he asked a question earlier about what's my favorite YouTube videos I made so far. So I did answer that question before, Adam, but just to let you know, if you're watching live, it was the One Chip Challenge video, and having yourself on as part of the Why YouTubers Love Back to the Future Parts 1 and 2. And yeah, that was just brilliant. So yeah, they've definitely been a highlight for sure. And sorry about this, guys. Been having some trolls in the chat, so I think we're getting rid of them. So sorry for any negativity there. Yeah, if you're going to be negative, you're not welcome here in terms of being a troll. But let's get back to this anyway. So Lego News says, my week has been okay. All I did was stay home while my parents are at work, watch and take care of my cats and do random things. Yeah, first month same vacation has been a bit boring. So yeah, get where you come from. At the end of the day, sometimes it's nice to have like a bit chill time, whether it's just staying at home, if your parents are at work, or taking care of your cats. I've got 2 cats myself, that they're awesome. Or whether you're a dog person, dogs are awesome also. And yeah, just enjoy your summer vacation, whether it's just doing a little bit of YouTube, catching up on TV series, movies, or just stuff that you like doing, or maybe like pick up a new hobby or something like that, just take care of yourself, and just keep safe. That's the main thing. As Adam also says, also thank you for shouting out my channel earlier. Super appreciated. Yeah, so Adam, for anyone who isn't subscribed to Adam, he's such a fantastic person in general. Recently hit like a big milestone of over 160 subscribers on his channel. He covers movie reviews, a lot of music as well. So if you're a fan of music and vinyl, definitely check out Adam. Such a great guy. Ryan says, have you seen Universal Soldier or Angel Heart? The Steelbooks just came out here. I haven't actually I haven't actually seen any of those movies yet. I know a lot of older movies I've not seen, so I'm sorry for my lack of movies in terms of that regards. Universal Soldier, I've heard is obviously a great movie. Angel Heart, I've actually never heard of before. But yeah, I know Ryan does collect steelbooks on his channel, so please go check out. Ryan also covers movie reviews and like Blu-ray pickups and stuff for the month. Such a great guy. But no, man, I haven't seen any of those movies. But what I would say, Ryan, is what's your favorite movie out of the two? Or which one would you recommend more? It's Universal Soldiers, or Angel Heart? Let me know. He also asked, who's your favorite guy wrestler and female wrestler of all time? So if we're talking about like older generation wrestlers, I would say probably like Stone Cold Steve Austin, definitely a favorite of mine at the time. I mean, he's always going to be one of like the icons of wrestling. In terms of like modern day wrestling, The Miz, and I know that might be an unpopular opinion, but I love the fact that he was just judged as like an MTV reality star, and he's proven himself over the last 15 years or plus in WWE that he can actually wrestle, and he's won multiple championships. So The Miz is one of my favorites this current time. And female wrestler of all time, again, if it's like the older ones, I used to love Lita and Trish Stratus. I thought they were awesome. In terms of like modern day wrestlers, Becky Lynch is pretty cool, to be honest. I like that she's always changing her gimmick, and when she changes it, it works. So yeah, I definitely think she's one of the most inventive at this time. But yeah, if anyone else watches wrestling, let me know who your favorite male and female wrestlers are at the moment. Yeah, just thank you everyone so far for the questions. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, hope you're having a great Thursday also. D Movie Man says, what's a film that you loved when you were younger but got significantly worse while revisited in the later years? Okay, yeah, interesting question. So in terms of a movie that I loved when I was younger and I was like, wow, this is awesome. So there was a movie that used to be on Sky, and that is like a TV premiere channel over here in the UK. It was called A Message in a Cell Phone. If you haven't heard of it, look it up on IMDb. But basically, it was kind of like I think it was just like a TV movie, basically. I used to watch that movie every day coming in from school. I love that movie. And don't get me wrong, it's still a guilty pleasure. But as I watched it as I grew up, I was just like, yeah, this story's dumb. I really realized it was like just a like dumb movie. And yeah, I don't think it holds up as much now compared to when I was a kid. But yeah, Message in a Cell Phone. If you haven't checked it out, it's still a fun movie for me. Like, it's still kind of like a guilty pleasure. I still would watch it, being honest with you. I've seen it like a couple of times as an adult, but definitely that one's like the first one that like comes to mind. Message in a Cell Phone. But thank you for the question, D. Awesome question. Yeah, Sophie Retro Vibe says it's super limited, so going to try book ASAP about Stranger Things experience in London. I believe it's in London. If it's not, let me know. Yeah, I don't blame you. Like, the Stranger Things like experience, I think is going to be amazing, especially given the fact of Stranger Things really taking off at the moment and like a bit more of a revival, because it always disappears for like several years and then comes back with like a big bang. So yeah, I think it will be truly incredible, because at the end of the day, like, especially with Stranger Things, like the name behind Stranger Things property alone, if they made that terrible, it would get panned immediately. And with the reputation it's got, they've got to make it like stand out. So yeah, I hope you have a great time, Sophie, if you can get to go. Lego News says, I have 4 tiny kittens, 3 little cats, and the mother of all of them. Lost my cat Parker 6 months ago, and I went through a terrible time when I lost him, and happened at the end of 2021. The end of 2021 sucked. Yeah, my friend. So I can definitely relate with you, because I don't know if I've actually shared this a lot on my channel or in personal life, but my little chihuahua called Angel at the in the middle of 2021 passed away. My other dog Molly passed away in the middle of near the end of 2020. Sorry, so within space of I think like 9 months total, I lost both my dogs. Heartbroken. I'm still not over it to nowadays, being honest with you, but you can definitely get where you're coming from. And yeah, losing a pet's always the worst. But it's so cool that you have like a big tray of like litter of kittens, basically, and tiny cats or kittens. That's so awesome. Just cherish them, my friend, and just give them a lot of love and treats. And yeah, I'm just so glad to hear that you've got a lot of cats to basically play with right now. And that'll certainly keep you busy over the summer vacation, I can only imagine. So yeah, but thank you for the comment. Pete from says, what movie franchises could you not get into? Yeah, so well, the biggest one I would say right now, because of the new movie coming out tomorrow, is Minions, or Despicable Me franchise. Sorry, yeah. So I haven't actually seen Despicable Me. I've only ever seen Minions, and I know that might be a little bit backwards because obviously the Despicable Me movies came first. But I watched Minions because I was like, well, it's a big property. Kids love it, adults love it. Let's see what the fuss is around. Checked it out. Wasn't a fan. The humor wasn't for me. I thought it just tried to be too funny, sometimes a little bit too childish, which I get at the end. It's a kids movie, so I appreciate that. But yeah, Despicable Me franchise and stuff, not really for me. And I'd say like the Hotel Transylvania movies, they're okay, but not ones that I like really, really want to revisit. Or I haven't even checked out the new one because it just didn't appeal for me. So those are the ones that I couldn't get into. But what about yourself, Pete? What about franchises for yourself, or anyone watching? Which franchises could you guys or girls not get into? That's what I would love to know. And Adam says, if you could go on holiday now, if you could go on holiday now, where would you go? Well, I know Adam's on holiday right now, so I hope you're having a fantastic holiday, my man. In terms of myself, so I personally want to go to two places. The first one is Japan. Always wanted to go to Japan, even since being a young kid. I've wanted to go to Japan, so that's definitely on the list. So Japan's the first one, and the second one is a couple of years ago. I actually toured around the west coast of America on like a solo travelers trip. That was incredible. I want to see more of America, even if it is the east side of America or the north or the west, so the north or south, and Canada. So I know it's obviously Canada, that's technically like free. So those are the places I really want to visit. But definitely like Japan and Canada is the biggest ones on the list, and then kind of the rest of America. But thank you for the question, Adam. Awesome question. And Adam says, sorry for your loss at Lego News. And Mike, do you think you're going to have another dog, Mike? It could be a mascot of your channel. Well, the cool thing is, my mum, shortly after the passing of both my dogs, maybe about a month or two later, we actually got another dog in the family, another little Chihuahua. And I know Chihuahuas get a lot of bad rep, by the way, but Chihuahuas are truly awesome. A lot of people give them flack. And yeah, they can be a little bit yappy, but they're truly incredible. Such loving dogs as well, by the way. So yeah, we actually got a Chihuahua called Lily. So yeah, she is awesome. I don't know about mascot for the channel because she's at my mom's house, which I'm at right now. So I always see when I just come around here, for example. But yeah, she's truly awesome. But yeah, I'm a big animal person. I'm sure a lot of people are as well. But yeah, I'm a big animal person. So yeah, thank you everyone so far for the questions. Really appreciate it. And then yeah, again, I just hope you're all having a great week so far. I hope you're looking forward to the content coming on the channel very shortly, which I mentioned before. I hope a lot of you edit the giveaway because again, I just want to give away a lot of these codes. And I just want for everyone to have a chance to win because, I want to give back to everyone who supports my channel, who views my channel and tunes into my videos. You guys deserve to be rewarded for your constant support. So I just want to take a very quick moment here just to thank literally every single person watching the stream, watching it back, who supports any of my videos or all my videos, whatever the case should be. And I just truly, I'm thankful for you because I would not be here nearly 4 years later on YouTube without any of you. So just thank you so much. Don't mean to get cringe or anything, but thank you so much. So we've also got the Superpower Dare Die team in here. So hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Awesome YouTube channel as well. So please go check them out. Says hi. Hope you're doing great. I'm doing great. Hope you are too. Are there any TV shows you recommend binging? So lovely question. Awesome question as well. So my suggestion would be, and before I can answer like the question, is are you up for watching any kind of TV series? Because there's some animes that I've seen that I think are truly incredible. Whether you're into anime or not could get you into anime in terms of like general TV shows. Like, is there any TV shows that you don't like in terms of like genres? If you can kind of like let me know of that, then I can kind of recommend like TV shows. But I guess like in a general answer. So if you like anime or if you want to get into anime, because I know my older brother Joe, who has been on the channel also on a live stream in the past, he was never a fan of anime. And I said to him, okay, well, watch Death Note. So it's a little bit dark. It can get a little bit graphic in its themes. But Death Note is truly incredible. My favorite anime ever is Death Note. I also love a series called Erased, Tokyo Revengers, Tomodachi Games, Spy X Family. So they're just a couple of like animes, or like Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh is like a childhood favorite, and even still as an adult, I love Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, those are like anime ones. In terms of like TV shows in general to binge, Stranger Things is awesome. From what I've seen of The Boys is pretty good. In-Betweeners. If you've never seen like In-Betweeners, like British like comedy at its finest, In-Betweeners is awesome. Yeah, I've done quite a few. I guess there's quite a few suggestions I could give, but those are ones like really like top of my head. But maybe I'll do a video on like best TV shows that I personally like. If you want to see that, let me know. Could certainly get it in the works. Adam says, I love Chihuahuas. I love any dog breeds, to be honest. Yeah, man. So I know Adam has a dog called Amber. He was so adorable. Yeah, Chihuahuas are awesome. Like any dog is awesome at the end of the day. All they want is just a bit of love, care, and attention. Not exactly asking for much. Pete says, have you seen Beverly Hills Chihuahua films? I have not, believe it or not. I'm a big Chihuahua person, but I've never actually seen them. I'm a sucker for like a dog movie, for like even if they're talking dogs, for example. The only thing is, since losing my two dogs, I haven't really watched any dog movies because it kind of triggers me a little bit, I guess. But I do know on the Michael J. Fox filmography coming up, I've got like Homeward Bound I've never seen before, and I know they're tearjerker, so I'm expecting not to have a good time, but also enjoy the movie. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But thanks for the question, Pete. And I certainly will get to the Beverly Hills Chihuahua movies. Have you seen them? Are they any good? Anyone who's seen them, are they any good? Who's your least favorite superheroes? Now, I like this question already. So, least favorite is Falcon. I think Falcon is a terrible superhero. I like him a bit better as Captain America. For me, Steve Rogers will always be Captain America, but he's still cool as Captain America with Falcon. Hopeless. War Machine, hopeless. There's literally Iron Man 2.0. That's all he is. Not a fan. Don Cheadle's awesome, but War Machine, nah. Hawkeye, nah. I like him as Ronin in Avengers Endgame. Besides that, pointless. Black Widow, for most of it, I get why she was there. Wasn't really a fan of Black Widow. So that's Marvel-wise. I'm not a huge fan of. In terms of DC, I would say I'm not huge on Aquaman. Being honest with you, never really been a fan of Aquaman. Yeah, there's probably a lot. I could probably make a full video on this as well. But then just a couple on top of my head, Pete. What about you? Who's your least favorite superheroes? Lego Muse says, I'm doing 2 massive projects this summer to basically not look back on bad things from my school year, like the people in my class who I thought were my friends, except clowns and jerks. So this is actually an intriguing comment, Lego News. So yeah, what I would say to you, man, is one thing I've learned over the years, and I guess a little bit of advice, I guess, from my end, is do what makes you happy, whether that is indulging in a project, going to the cinema by yourself, just spending a bit of time with your pets, taking your pets for walks, or spend time in the house with them, watching a movie, TV series, whatever the case should be. Yeah, what I would say is your true friends will reach out to you and make time for you. Whereas like the friends in your class, unfortunately, as you're going through school, or as anyone's going through school, there will be people who's your friends, and you'll soon learn that they aren't your friends, unfortunately. But there is definitely some people from school who you'll be friends with for life. So I'm sorry that you've been going through a little bit of a tough time, man. Always here to talk, so please feel free to stop by on any live streams or on my Instagram. My Instagram is _MikeJZ, which I have left in the description box if you want to get that. So yeah, feel free to message me anytime. Always, the door's always open. Always happy to message anyone. So yeah, hope you're doing good though. Ryan says, just curious if you've ever considered doing any live streams about the current WWE pay-per-view. Not sure how often you watch or you still watch. So yeah, Ryan, in terms of like current WWE project. So I always follow. I follow the YouTube channel. Sorry, I subscribe to the YouTube channel. I always check out like the weekly results. I always watch like the highlight videos of like the matches and stuff. So I always do that. But in terms of like actually watching like the live pay-per-view, I honestly can't remember the last live pay-per-view I watched. It must have been at least 3 to 6 years ago. Yeah, I tend to not watch it live pay-per-view because, being honest with you, I think the product nowadays isn't that great. I prefer AEW, which might be a little bit controversial for wrestling fans. But yeah, I just tend to watch like the results. In terms of like doing live streams about the pay-per-views, I don't really watch the pay-per-views anymore. So I probably wouldn't do a stream on it. I could do like a recap kind of thing or talk about it. But yeah, I'm not really too sure. I've never really thought about it, being honest with you. But if it's something that could interest people, I'm certainly intrigued to maybe try it. Definitely not against it though. But so thank you for the suggestion. Oh, that's a good question. So he says, I would love a pug called Frank. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I know my partner's sister has 2 pugs. They're awesome. To be fair, like any dog or cat, any pets, awesome. Yeah. A pug called Frank, though, that's pretty cool. Super Power Dare Dive Team, which I love the channel name, by the way, says, thank you for the suggestion. You're the second person who has recommended Death Note to me, and I was told to avoid live action version. Have enjoyed the boys. Yes, so with Death Note, the live action versions, whether it's the original Japanese ones or whether it's like the American adaptation of Death Note, don't waste your time. The Japanese ones are definitely better because it's in 2 parts. But yeah, don't waste your time on those. But sincerely, if you're not a fan of anime or you've never really gotten into it, or you like anime, Death Note, I'm telling you, will change and blow your mind. Really has for me. It has for my older brother. It has for basically everyone I've talked to who's watched Death Note. I've never heard one person say they didn't like the anime. It's truly incredible. I don't want to try and big it up too much, but truly, it's incredible. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, by the way. And I'm glad that you enjoyed The Boys. I've seen the first season, but I still need to catch up on the 2 seasons. So I know there's been spoilers every week for the latest season. I've pretty much seen the spoilers, so I know what happens, but I'm going to catch up. Lego News says, to be honest, you can't sound like Korg from 4. That's just a joke, but you can't sound like him. Well, thank you. I'm not going to do the impression. I'm not good at impressions. But yeah, Korg's awesome. I'm looking forward to the new Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, anyone who's watching live, right? So thank you for the comment. But yeah, anyone who's watching live right now, what movies are you guys and girls looking forward to for the rest of the year? Have you got any that you're excited to see? Going to be going out to see? I'm assuming a lot of people's going to be going to see out like Thor: Love and Thunder and stuff. But yeah, any movies that you're looking forward to see, please do let me know. And while we wait for the comments to come in. And again, yeah, I just want to say that I hope you're all doing good. And I just want to say that I hope you all entered the giveaway, so you have a good chance of winning, and you have a good chance of picking up some digital codes for free. I'm going to be picking 2 winners who will each get 5 digital codes. So I do plan, by the way, to do more competitions and giveaways in the future. This isn't just going to be a one-off. This is my kind of first ever giveaway, I believe. So I just want to kind of like test the waters, see how it goes, see the interest, and in the future, I may give away like actual physical like Blu-ray or 4K. I may even give away like figurines, like brand new figurines. I can basically give away like a lot of stuff like Amazon gift cards, you know, stuff like whatever the case should be, or whatever as such. But we'll see how it goes. But I hope you all enter the giveaway and pick yourself up some movies for free. What's better than something for free? Nothing. You know, everyone loves a freebie. So yeah, I hope you ended the giveaway. Also, anyone who's watching live right now or after the fact, of course, I do Z Talks every Thursday at 9 p.m. But I do want some feedback from you. Do you want to see Z Talks every Thursday at 9 p.m. or would you like to see Z Talks on 8 p.m. instead? Like the time zones for you guys, Would you like the show to be pushed earlier? Would you like to keep the same time? I'm not going to push it later because I usually work every Friday. I get the odd one off every now and then. But if I'm not off, like tonight, for example, I've then got to go back to mine, have a shower, and get ready for bed, which I'm probably not going to get to bed till like midnight, 1 a.m. my time. And I've got work at 8 a.m. So yeah, would you like to still see Z Talks at 9 p.m. or would you like me to push it earlier to 8 p.m. or a little bit earlier? Let me know. I would love to hear your opinions. But yeah, let me have a look. D Movie Man says, it's been a few years since I last visited the UK. But what personal spots, not necessarily tourist related, would you recommend to anyone hoping to revisit or visit for that matter, I guess? So, also question D. So yeah, if you're ever in the UK, by the way, if anyone who's viewing, by the way, if you ever visit the UK, please let me know. I will certainly make the journey to come meet you and show you around UK. So in terms of like UK, in terms of like spots to see, so it depends if you're going to come to London, Manchester. Kind of like the region I'm from is Newcastle. So in Newcastle up here in the north, things are cheaper than in London by quite a bit, being honest with you. So it depends which area you come see. I guess in London, now obviously this is a very kind of subjective question in terms of like things that you like doing. But I guess in general, like to answer your question, so everyone I know likes mini golf. There's a place in the UK called Ghetto Golf, which is like really funky, like adult only golf. Awesome time. Quite cheap as well. I think it's like £10, £12, which isn't that much, being honest with you. You know, get photos, you can get food there, you can get drinks there. So yeah, Ghetto Golf for like mini golf. Of course, we've got a lot of theaters over here. We also got like Back to the Future musical at the moment over here. So yeah, you know, like the theater is always a good shout. I always love a theater performance, being honest with you. So that's another suggestion. In terms of like other ones, I know in London, I haven't been to it, but I know there's a Batman themed restaurant. So again, if you like comic books, that kind of stuff, M&M worlds, like the Lego store, that's kind of like traditional things. But I guess like over here in the UK, I say like near Newcastle area, there's a place called Alnwick where they have like Alnwick Castle, where like some of Harry Potter was filmed. They've also got Alnwick Gardens, which is like just a beautiful day out. They've also got something called Barter Books, which is like a massive bookstore. So if you're like a bookworm, kind of like heaven for you. So there's so many things I could definitely recommend. Like Birmingham, they've got like the NEC where they hold like Comic Cons and stuff. So there's honestly so much stuff. But I would say if you ever come to the UK, you've got to visit Primark clothing store. Yeah, that's certainly a treat in itself. So yeah, it depends on what you kind of like doing, D, I guess. But yeah, that's just kind of like some suggestions. Lego Avenue says, honestly, there isn't too many movies to be excited for the rest of the year. I think 4, Shazam 2, and Black Panther 2 may be the movies to look forward to the rest of the year. Yeah, I didn't know Shazam 2 was coming out this year. I thought that was next year. But if it's coming out this year, yeah, I'm intrigued to see what they're going to do with the sequel. Will it be better than the first? I hope so. But we'll wait and see. 4 looks awesome. And Black Panther 2, I'm definitely intrigued to see what they're going to do with that movie. I hope it's just a big love letter to Chadwick Boseman, and I hope they just really honor his legacy, and I hope that his sister Shuri gets the title of being in charge of Wakanda. I really, really do. Ryan's movie he's looking forward to for this year is Avatar, Smile, The Menu, The Devil's Light. Movies looking forward to. Okay, so I've never heard of The Menu or The Devil's Light, so you've got me intrigued in those two. Avatar 2, definitely interested in because the thing is, my dad, one of his favorite movies is the first Avatar movie, and he hasn't been in the cinema in over, I would love to say, 12 years. So I'm actually going to take him to see Avatar 2 in the cinema. And my friend is actually in Avatar 2 or 3. So I'm excited to see my friend actually in the movie as well. She's an extra, so definitely be able to mention that in my review also. So yeah, Smile also looks pretty creepy. Natalie Portman's having a bit of a comeback. So I haven't seen a trailer, but like from the picture, it looks a bit creepy. So yeah, I'm definitely intrigued in those. But yeah, Devil's Light in The Menu. Let me know a little bit about that. And yeah, you've got me intrigued. Lego News says 9 p.m. is fine for you. Awesome. I'm glad that works for you, my man. And Pete's also said that as well. So thank you for the suggestions. Again, if you want to see the live stream stay at 9 p.m, cool. I'm happy with that. If you want to see it pushed a little bit earlier, please let me know. I'm happy to push it a little bit earlier as well. That's going to be good for everyone. So thank you for the suggestions, Pete and Lego News. Really, really appreciate it. D says, if you've ever considered doing a video essay, what theme, subject, and/or films could you see yourself discussing or analysing in one? Okay, so I would love to do... So, yes, I've kind of considered doing a video essay. So thank you, firstly, for the suggestion. Also, if I didn't think of it, I thought about it a little bit, but you kind of inspired me, Dave, being honest with you. So in terms of theme or subject, so I know I kind of covered a little bit on these weekly live streams and in my cinema horror stories, but I would love to do a series talking about like cinema, just being etiquette at the cinema etiquette. I'd love to do a series on that. Talk about like, having I guess like a bit of a rant on, I guess, about like, you know, people not having respect for in the cinemas. Yeah, like that kind of thing. Because I could always do Back to the Future, but I feel like I've talked about Back to the Future quite a lot, and especially I think I'm going to be doing a live stream at some point on Anthony Press's channel about the full trilogy. So I don't want to talk about Back to the Future more and more if I don't have to. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm never again to talk about Back to the Future. So if anyone wants me on Back to the Future stream on the game, it's just I want to like talk about something else, you know. So I would say in terms of a video essay, cinema etiquette, but also the DC universe right now, because to be honest, it is a big mess, except from the solo projects with Matt Reeves and is it Tim Miller that's doing the Joker? I'd like to say it's Tim Miller, I might be wrong. Apart from those two kind of stories that's separate, DC's got it right with those two. Everything else in the DC EU, they want to get rid of Zack Snyder, although he saved it with the Justice League, his version of it. Yeah, I could honestly go on and on about a D. So maybe that. So thank you for the question. And that's a great idea. I'll have a little think about it. And if I did do a video essay, I would maybe do it as like a live stream and like have some guests on to talk about the matter. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Definitely gives me an idea for future videos anyway. Pete says, what are some of your favorite US comedies? Okay, good question. I like that one as well. It makes me think top of my head, and sometimes I have to really go over and think about it. So I wouldn't really say it's a comedy per se. I'd say it's more, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely got comedy in it, but it's actually more of an awareness for autism, and that's a series called Atypical. I don't know, or Atypical. I don't know if you've heard of it, if you've ever seen it. It ran for I think 4 seasons. It actually just finished, I think, this year or at the very end of last year. Really enjoyed Atypical. I think that was just a really pleasant watch and a really easy watch, being honest with you. I found myself binging the entire series when they put it on. So yeah, Atypical is definitely one. In terms of like other comedies, I don't know. I think I'd have to probably like maybe have like a good think about it and come back to it. I mean, no, I'm not trying to like have a pop out here and be like, oh, I'll just go away and think of it. I guess in terms of like other comedies, just like top of my head, by the way, just completely top of my head. So yeah, like Atypical, I really, really enjoyed that one. I would also say, I like Friends. I think Friends is pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's on TV like all the time. It can be overplayed. But yeah, Friends is pretty cool. From what I've seen of it, I've never seen every episode, by the way. I've seen all episodes. From the episodes I have seen, odd ones. I've enjoyed it. That 70 Show is one of my favorite TV shows from America. Love that 70 Show. Saved by the Bell, that's another one. Kenan and Kel. I could honestly list like quite a few like sitcoms like that, but there's some of my favorite comedies from like top memory. So thank you for the question though. I had to really like sit down and think if I had to list a lot of them, but there's also some like I grew up on and stuff as well. Lego News says video ideas. Okay, why don't you do some videos on some big movie announcements coming in the next few months, like Comic-Con and possibly D23 Expo, if you're interested in doing those type of videos? Okay, so you might notice on my channel, I don't tend to do like a lot of like trailer reactions. And I guess those are like kind of like the big announcements of like a new movie come out, or like here's a brand new trailer or anything like that. So one reason I don't do stuff like that, like on news, not to say I'm ever against it, by the way, because I'm never going to rule anything on the channel and be like, I'm never going to do that, because then if I go and do it, I'm just going to be hypocritical, which I'm not going to be, and I'm not a hypocrite, or at least don't try to be. But yeah, so in terms of that, it's because like those kind of videos can get copyrighted very easily, but also there's a lot of channels that already cover like a lot of like D23 Expo. They might be up like as the announcements are being made, but then I might see it in the morning, but then by that time a million people have done videos on them already. So it's kind of like a lot of things with YouTube, and I think like a lot of people probably could agree, is sometimes if you're not kind of first to the punch, your review is like bottom of the pile. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that this is all about views or I do a video for views, because that's not the case whatsoever. It's just a case of first one's copyright, and secondly, like sometimes I'm like hours and hours behind them. But I've never really thought about like a Comic-Con like announcing a movie and then like covering it, being honest with you. It's never something that I've thought about massively in depth. But I do know like with trailer reactions, it's like say like the biggest ones, they get copyrighted so easily, and I don't want to be copyrighted on videos, being honest with you, because it's just like all your hard work you've done to be copyrighted, and which I don't think is fair. The algorithm sometimes messed up. But yeah, that's kind of one reason why. But again, I'm not opposed to doing them. Maybe in the future, keep an eye out for that. But thank you for the suggestion. I really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, when Pete says about US comedies, I don't know if you're talking about movies or TV series. I just went for purely like TV series. So movies completely different. Obviously, I could list a lot of movies. But yeah, Sophie says I like the American Shameless. Yeah, I've never seen Shameless actually. I've heard a lot of people do love it though. So yeah, definitely going to get to it. Definitely like a lot of series and movies I've never seen, being honest with you, and I really didn't get to. I could honestly probably take a year out and just watch all movies and series, and I'd probably even then not be caught. But I'm glad that you like the American Shameless. I'm assuming it's good. If you like it, I'll certainly take the suggestion. Yeah, Lego News says I like A Million Ways to Die in the West. Yeah, I know that Christopher Lloyd has a cameo in that as Doc Brown, or at least messing on with some kind of like time circuit sequence kind of thing. So yeah, I know it has like Seth MacFarlane, I believe, as well. So yeah, again, another one I've never seen. I remember being out in the cinema, but yeah, never seen it, my friend. But I'm glad that you enjoyed it anyway. I've heard bad things about it, but again, I'm never opposed to seeing it. I'd like to kind of judge for myself. So again, thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, just sorry, do you get a drink? That's better. So D Movie Man says, what's a memorable opening TV theme song and or credit sequence you can never get tired of? Visually, Daredevil's opening credits are impeccable. Song-wise, I Love a Different World, Weeds, and all that. Yeah, by the way, D, fantastic choices. Fantastic choices. I was going to say Daredevil. That's definitely an amazing one. I don't want to copy, obviously, so I will pick a different one. But Daredevil is a fantastic world. Song-wise, different world. Brilliant. So in terms of a TV theme song, so again, when I was mentioning a little bit before about one of my favorite shows is That 70 Show, I love that TV theme because every season they would change the theme song. Sorry, they would change the video of like how the characters were sat in the seat. It was dead simple opening. Basically in the car, all the characters switch positions every single season. They did it all at different times. And Cheap Trick did the songs. Cheap Trick did the song for that. I think it's called Down the Street or In the Street. I love that TV thing. That is definitely memorable for myself. Another one, Malcolm in the Middle. I also love Malcolm in the Middle, like You're Not the Boss of Me Now. I don't know if that's the actual title of the song. But yeah, Malcolm in the Middle is definitely another one as well that I really, really enjoy. Or Saved by the Bell. Yeah, I have quite a few. A lot of them kind of goes back to like my teenage years, but they're just a couple of them, all like Kenan Kel. I mean, Kenan Kel's unforgettable as well. So yeah, definitely a good couple of ones. But I like your suggestions, D, and Daredevil's definitely a good one. Pete, Handyman Hardy. Hey, Pete, how you going? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Hey, man, 14 sleeps and then you're here. Yeah, so as I was just saying earlier in the stream, for anyone who's just tuning in or watching afterwards, in the middle of July, I'm actually going to be heading down to Southampton, which is I think 6 hours from me. At least 6 hours, 6.5 hours drive. I'm going to be doing a Comic Con. I'm actually going to be staying with Pete for a couple of nights as well. So I'm going to be going down to Dorchester, and I might even do a vlog while I'm down there. So keep an eye on the channel as well. But Pete, hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for tuning in. And looking forward to being down there as well. I've never seen Dorchester in my life, so it'll definitely be interesting. Infinite Reviews. Hey, man, how's it going? Hope that you're doing well. Says Fresh Prince theme never gets old, can't help but always sing along. Yeah, despite whatever Will Smith's done in that kind of personalized side of things, got to say with that art from the artist. Yeah, Fresh Prince is a very catchy song. Always love that song. I think it's one of the kind of best themes as well, and definitely one of the most memorable as well, and definitely one that helped launch his music career. So definitely had a lasting impact, and it kind of made Will Smith known who he was as well. So yeah, Fresh Prince is definitely a great shout, to be honest. The Superpower Dare Dive team says Christopher Lloyd was in Malcolm in the Middle as well. He was Hal's dad in an episode. I don't think that's an episode I've seen. I've seen a lot of Malcolm in the Middle, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I've seen every episode, I've binged every episode, because I haven't. I'd be lying to you if I said I did. But yeah, that's awesome to know that it was Hal's dad. I'll probably watch a YouTube clip, or I'll actually watch the episode. But thank you for actually pointing out. I generally did not know. But yeah, I'm just going to be just letting everyone know. Thank you for the questions. I am going to be signing off in a second. But I just want to reiterate the giveaway, which I mentioned earlier. For if you missed it, you can catch up on it right now. So basically, you've got to do 3 things. First one is just like the live stream. That's all you got to do, like the video. Second one is in the comment section of the actual video, not the live chat. Just comment the word groundhog. And the third one is subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And basically, I'm going to be picking 2 winners on next week's live stream. I'll have the winners picked for next week's live stream. I'll do a roulette wheel kind of thing. So it is completely random. And basically, I'm giving away 10 movie digital download codes. And those 10 movies are Bad Neighbors, Dirty Grandpa, Kick-Ass 2, Groundhog Day, The Lego Movie, Jurassic World, Ghostbusters 2016. In between this movie, the code is on the bottom, so I don't want to expose that. The Pirates and Sucker Punch. So yeah, I will be in touch with the winners and obviously give you the guys and girls the codes. But that is the giveaway. Just literally a giveaway as a thank you from me to you. I do want to firstly just want to say thank you to everyone who's tuned into the stream or after the fact. Sincerely appreciate anyone and everyone and tuning in and making this channel what it is today and making this Z Talks weekly live stream what it is today as well. Truly, truly appreciate it. I will be back again next week from 9 p.m. I am going to be back having guests with me. I don't know what the guests as of right now. I've got some guests certainly in mind, and I can certainly reach out to a lot of people in terms of people I know and even people for the first ever time, because I love introducing brand new channels to the channel also. So yeah, I'll be back again next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until the next time that I see you, I will be seeing you later. Good night, everyone. Have a great night.